To move you over. Did you score yet?
No. I just started.
And it said 5 o'clock was supposed to start. 5 o'clock. Is that one?
Mm-hmm.
Geez, they spend all that money on the scoreboard, they never use it.
Field in
1957 you played here.
I didn't know if you remember where I was, but then I saw this stone wall out here. I go,
Remember it like an elephant.
Yeah, I did too. I was happy because I was able to get here on time.
I have a fever too.
Yeah, I know. Well, we didn't.
When we bumped into this guy, we didn't see his face. Oh, really? Pop the trunk again. No, I like it right here. Is it for No, going back. Taking the around there. But at least there was good areas. Yeah, where that real inlet ends, there's another one. I got the flag before there. I like it. Where you got 85 miles an hour. But I have to make everything in that large shape. Get out, come on, like that. I had all this stuff. I jacked it up and take the lugs off. Boom, boom, on. Well, just back in. One time, it's a day. Then you gotta die.
I put the jacket out here because I was dying in my car. I've done this every game. And then looking for a jacket or
Can you see?
Should have two on with one out.
Put the wall. Didn't take anybody on. Asked me if I got on. throw that curveball more, you know? Throw that fastball. Ball through the hole.
Passes along. Might be a tie game.
Contact hitter and then start being twice. What are the chances?
Those are your drinks on the table.
But like that,
Calls him up in the morning and says, "You got room for him?" Yeah. I said, "I don't know." You're supposed to call ahead and book them, but they like them.
Boy.
You could save the beef in Middleborough. They needed it. That's the whole thing. And you only threw like 68 pitches, which is nothing like you go to throwing 40. It was over. But he never went for people. Always pitches that are asking over distance and they This way. I noticed him a couple weeks back. Stuff or around it, around, and absorbs it, and it keeps the round, spotting stuff eating it, it just works internally, and it works for like 6 weeks. Try it. Mix 2 ounces with a quart of water, you pour it around the base, then I just throw the other product.
Oh, this stick? Oh, this stick right here. I didn't realize. I didn't realize. You need a bag. I'll just hold it up.
Represent it, looking around the visor, good enough in there. Told me to leave it. I said, well, so I was sitting in somebody's yard waiting for me to come home. It's trespassing. What are you going to do? You don't want to get down to the water.
Which they have to go very good purpose rules. She came in and she locked the garage door and locked one of the kids in and went to get out. And she got me she was very bad. She got a bill.
You know, story.
What's up, buddy? How you doing? Come on, kid, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Matt. Go! Get! football with him.
Hey guys, can we squeeze in there, guys? Mind if we squeeze in? Thank you.
But like I say, yeah.
Throw down, try to get him. Throw down and we'll score.
Oh, by the way,
Let's go, eat! Okay, let's go, eat! Come on, 7.
started raining. So I'm like, put the waste in. I sprayed the foundation because I was getting ants. I was getting ants like, it's still cold, man. I was like, oh boy, here we go.
Why are you bunting? The guy on second. When the base hit scores him from second, you're trying to bunt him over the third and give up an out. Yeah.
Stupid. Why is he fun for? It's time to play small ball. It's time not to. That was not the time for small ball. You go down second base, base hit score. Okay, where that ball sits. Now you gave up an out. I think it's a pass ball.
Hey, man on third. Second a shot.
Hitter.
Very well.
You get to meet in the order.
Yeah, once they get
Right. Oh, they've actually hit some hard balls and been right at people.
yeah, they left out the bases loaded for them.
Scott.
Yeah. Bottom four. Bottom of the four. Yeah. 3-3. This is the bottom of the fourth?
It's the fifth. He knows it's the fifth. But what about the fifth? Yeah. He doesn't know.
I was watching
Mr.
the
Baseball. Mr. Baseball. We were too.
like, why would you go to the high school thing to work up anyway, right? There's like nothing there for him. It's a bank phone call. He had stayed back and waited to catch it. That's it.
I start the that was well. You have to get off the bench, you're surprised it's so crazy. You're taking him out of that steer, I'll tell you. Where is it? We won't go here. Oh, it's not crying. That was great, thanks.
Oh, you're very welcome. Glad you liked it.
showed him how to do it.
What the fuck? I should have given it to him. It's right on the Great. But I've been out of it to say it's funny.
I don't think he will, because if he gets a hit here, he's got runners in front of him. He won't put him on. Bring him in. Well, this game should be 2-1 or 3-1, only because of the two fast balls that allowed runners to score. It was senseless. Trying to bunt Pat when you bunt and get a runner in scoring position anyway. So the pass ball worked out, so we got the third on anyway. Bring in 2. Take a third strike. Yeah. Yeah, I know.
The Barry's dead. I can't talk anymore. The Barry's dead.
Yeah, I didn't see it. Must be a ball.
Now what am I gonna do? From here? If you want. I'm sorry, everybody, but the Barry was dead, so I had to come up here all the way up towards the wall. Then we got a runner on third, and David Kahn, after getting a talk from Lawrence, trying to get out of the jam. Fastball outside, ball 1. You can still hear me, right? Stadiums are still trying to take back the lead. And that's a curveball down inside, ball 4. You got first and third. Oh, person. Oh wait, no, that's your strike because he went out of the box. Is that strike 1 or the foul? Strike out. Listen, man. Next time, listen. And that is a sharp fly in the center for a base hit. 1 run scores, and the second one's gonna hold. Vikings take the lead, 4-3. And here comes Coach Lawrence, and that is it for David Kahn as Nick Sofani will now come in. And now let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the MET Middleborough Stations Baseball Television Network. It's 5-3. Oh, it's 5-3. Next time, make sure things all right. I don't know what to do.
6-3.
You will edit out I'm talking, right? Okay. So listen, I don't know how to do commentary without knowing who's at the plate, you know? I don't know what to do. Five, 5-3 Vikings. Sadly. So I guess I shouldn't commentate for the rest of the game because it's like you stuck in. I still can. How can I do it? I don't know who the hell's up with it. What? Right? I'm gonna get personally.
Off the wall.
that is a ground ball back to the pitcher. And that is out number 2. Welcome back, everybody. I am Eric Dunn, and I'm actually not in the booth anymore. I'm actually on the wall. The camera, no, I'm sorry. The mic battery is dead. Was dead on me, so I missed the last inning. I apologize. It's now 8-3 Vikings over the Sachems. The Sachems now are not down 8-3. Nick Stefani again couldn't get the job done and was screwed basically getting out of the inning. As Doyle is on third with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. And Evan Gavush is now up. Gavush is 1 for 4 on the afternoon. That's a pop fly out for strike 1.
Come on, E, let's go. Get him in.
Is that Pete Rose? Is that 9 still on there? 9? And Pete Rose and Adam Rose is still on there. After all that. And that's a ball outside for a 1-1. Ball and a strike. Cameraman Joy Driscoll, my partner over here, lost his first battery, so I had to put the second one in. That's why the camera wise it was not working. So it's been a pretty bad frustrating for the both of us. The 1-2, and that is going to ground into center field for a base hit. As Gavush is on for his second hit of the afternoon, Doyle scores. The lead is now the Saints have cut it to 8-4. Saints are now cut it to 4. With Gavush with his second hit of the night. That's his second single of the afternoon. As Rose is still in the game. Checked on Gavush, and he's safe. And he accidentally took out Jenkins there with him. Show bunt, and that's called strike. Now Colin O'Brien's in the hole, 1-2. We got 2 outs, bottom of the 6th. Sachems down 8-4. Vikings came out and unleashed a huge attack back at the top of the 6th that put up 5 runs on the board. It's been a frustrating day for me and Joey trying to get it to work, but next week, mark this on your calendar, folks. Eric Dunn Senior Night as next Thursday against the Rockland Bulldogs is my final night, my final game of commentating. So everyone, please try to pack the houses for E. Dunn as he is trying as he's going to try to go into next week, knowing the fact that maybe playoffs might be not happening for him, but we'll see. As O'Brien is now in the hole, is now a full count. Gavush on first with 2 outs. Checked again, and he's safe again. Rose has checked on Gavush 4 times, but it's on a 3-2 count to Colin O'Brien. 3-2 from Rose. Here it is. That's a ground ball over to second. Fires the first, and that will end the inning. The Sachems get 1, but after 6 in Middleborough, Vikings 8, Sachems 4 on the MET Middleborough Sachems Baseball Television Network.
I thought he was just gonna.
Do you know if you're gonna make the film playoffs?
I was fucking going, and then that way. And he came in. I go, no, I know the slicing machine.
Does that mean maybe one or possibly? Wait, hang on. So wait, hang on. But if the Sachems are Jones has been building the camouflage.
I'm guessing.
Yes. Okay.
Because it rained the day we did the driveway.
6. They play 7. 7.
I saw him 2 days
Welcome back. Welcome back to Middleborough, Massachusetts. Here on a very cold and overcast Thursday afternoon. The Sachems came out in disarray, down 2-0, 2-2, 3-2, 3-3, and now it's down 8-4, heading into the top of the 7th. Nick Stefani gave up 5 runs, in which has become the damnation to the Sachems defense. As I talked with Joy Driscoll it looks like I will be back for the playoffs, as it looks like, as TV Pro at MHS will be having a cameraman on if they are able, cameraman on for the home playoff games. So Eric Dunn will be, so E Dunn, yours truly will be back once again, and hopefully we'll be in the booth and have a mic on and have all the labs checked in. This day has been nothing but technical difficulties, folks. The mic was bad. I came on late. The camera failed. He had to put in the second battery, and I had to come up all the way up here onto the wall. So we're gonna try to make it better next time. That's a ball low into the dirt from Nick, 1-0.
So I sprayed, right? I sprayed that front threshold. Getting it all. Oh, that's really good. So that silver water underneath.
And that's a ground ball over to Ramos. Ramos fields it, fires, and it's safe. Doyle went off the bag. So already, the Sachems are having repeats of their game against Falmouth back on Monday. As I look over to the EB dugout, we have their closer. They have their closer warming up. I also want to apologize. I want to apologize also to you folks. I'm having a hard time trying to get the last names in because there's been so many changes. So I hope you guys don't mind, but I'm just going to call out the Sachems' last names instead. I'll just say the numbers that I see, if they're still in there. I'm going to try my best. And the next up to play is number 4, Levanchi. Levanchi singled, walked, and struck out back in the 5th. And that is a fastball up there, and that is another stolen base. So EB is already trying to run it down Middleborough's throats, and is trying to make it even more painful for him. Pitch. And a good strike call there. Nick's desperately trying to get Middleborough out of the jam in a call time at the plate. Pitch and a curveball high. The Sachems have struggled very highly with their defense. It's coming. Swinging as a shot. Going to Gavush. Gavush has to fire it in. Throw to play. He is saved. That's way offline. Right to second. Again, another error by the Sachems. That makes it 9-4 EB. The Vikings have just poured it on today. The Sachems kept it 3-3, but all it took was one mistake, and now they're down 9-4. As Nick is done for the day, and right as he should. 6 runs has been given up by Nick. As Nick Ramos is now comes in. And now I believe we got a fielding change as Sean McCarthy will now come in as shortstop, and Dylan Brady will come in and left. So we got some pitcher changes right away. And the Sages have had a very frustrating and tiring afternoon because of defense. They've had a hard time with pitching and a hard time with defense. They have struggled, and it looks like they may not be able to keep it on much longer. Coach Lawrence cannot be happy with their performance today. And again, this is the team. Maybe Vikings has been a great team, but the fact that if they win today, they will be a half game out behind Middleborough for first, or they'll be tied based on what happens here. Based on the head-to-head. The Saints won the head-to-head back in April, 7-5 in extra innings, but still today, a completely different story.
Oh, okay.
Completely different story here today, folks.
Yeah, I called her on the way down. Is Lisa over there? I thought I saw her earlier.
Sachems have been very frustrated and they've been very disorganized and very impatient. But some highlights though from Emmett Bush, who went 2 for 4. Colin O'Brien who made some great plays at second. But again, the pitching, Buchanan and Safani have not. Safani tried to hold it on, but Buchanan hold on. But then Safani just poured it out and just let EB and let the Vikings run all over them. As the Grand Result comes in, that's a ball outside, ball 1-0. It's been a very frustrating day, not just for the Sachem team, but for the Sachem broadcasting team as well. Cameron Joy Driscoll and Eric Dunn here at the wall, as that will go to McCarthy trying to get it in, and that is out. And that's out, and I believe that's 2. And that's out number 2. Jordan trying to create some laughs right now because this game has just been very embarrassing to watch and kind of and frustrating with me because I guess the camera's been malfunctioning, and right now I'm just hoping to try to make sure that doesn't happen again next week. I don't believe this. Swing, that's a foul going all the way back towards the cars, out of play. Swing, and that's a fly ball going on a play. Noah Ying's trying to get there, and he will not get there. But the count now goes to 1-2. Sachems are in a desperate state of mind, trying to get out of the jam. It's a very cold day. On a cold Thursday afternoon, as the Sachems are getting blown out again, right to Ramos, and that will end the inning. The Sachems No, it's actually still 2 outs. My bad, it's actually 2 outs. So again, mistakes after mistakes after mistakes by the Sachems. They have not had any answer. And right now, they're going to need a miracle in the bottom of the 7th in order for them to try to clinch this one. As it's Vikings 9, Sachems 4, and they got a run, and they have a Levanchi on 3rd. Ramos sets the 1-0. Ball again, 2-0. The pitchers are not finding their marks. They look good, but they're just not going in for them. And that's foul back. 2-2. Ramos needs this one to go down the middle, or just fail on this one. They need a lot. They need to get out of this inning. Trouble around every corner right now for the Sachems. 2-2. Swing and a miss. Foul tip in the glove. That's strike 3. Swing and a miss. But again, the Sachems allow another run. So we come now down to the bottom of the 7th. It's now comeback in crunch time for the Sachems, as after 6.5, Sachems find themselves behind by more than half of their point total after 6.5. Vikings 9, Sachems 4 on the MET, Middleborough Sachems Baseball Television Network. Was the battery dead?
Hey, Grandpa, The game's gonna be over in about 15 minutes. Can you come pick me up?
What was that?
Lost ball.
Hey, Mark, I'll throw it to you.
All right, bye.
Did it hit your car?
What?
Did it hit your car?
Yeah, he did. Unfortunately.
This car here?
Yep.
Your car.
Oh, I didn't.
Thank God it wasn't mine, right?
Now maybe.
Are we recording?
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody, to Middleborough, to Pierce Playground here in Middleborough, Massachusetts. The Sachems have had are 3 odds away from a devastating defeat at the hands of the East Bridgewater Vikings. I want to point, ladies and gentlemen, we did not expect this at all today, as the Sachems are right now trapped in a hole. As their closer, number 12, I believe that's Pat Snow, who played third base, I believe. So our lineup is going down the line now, as the Sachems are in need of a miracle in order to say this one, as we got Jason Bean coming back up. Beanie struck out looking, flied out to left, grounded out to first. I don't know if my facts are right or not, because I don't have the book with me at this point to be able to get it right. I'm not that close enough. Here we go. First pitch to Bean. Ball high inside at the head. "1-0. And a strike down the middle. Fastball right down the hole. Beanie didn't swing. Those are the mistakes that Middleborough has made numerous times today. Great pitches, and they don't swing in them. This time Beanie swung, and that's going all the way out of play on the right field line towards the fence. Counts now 1-2. How embarrassing that is. 1-2 and ball in the dirt. 2-2. A very frustrating afternoon for the Sachems and for its broadcast team. Then with Joey Driscoll, Eric Dunn here live here at the wall. At the 2 to the Beanie. Inside at the dirt now for a full count. The Sachems cut it 8-4, but then they give another run, so it's now 9-4. The Sachems are now down 9-4 to the EB Vikings, as they are in need, are in help of a big miracle out of this one. And next time, folks, I will be in the booth and not next to Joe. That's why you can hear our conversations right now. Swing, and Beanie has to run it out. And he does. Beanie on first, and he runs it out. Beanie makes it on a fielder's choice. And next up is here's an up here who's gone 2 for 4. A single, a double, a fly out to left, and a ground ball to center. No, sorry, ground ball to short. And they checked on Beanie, and he's safe. One of the biggest errors I want to point out was when Colin O'Brien was picked off at first, back in the first. So they already got fooled by that once. That's a ball high inside for ball 1. The Sachems made it. The Sachems got caught once. Maybe he's trying to make that twice. The pitch. And that's going behind the cage and out of play. 1-1. The ball on a strike. Check again on Bean, and that was close. That was very close. Beanie barely makes it back. but just managed to. Being on first with no outs in the bottom of the 7th. Statrum's down to the Vikings. 9-4. 2-0. Swinging. That's again out of play. The count's down to 2-2. LaPierre swinging at pitches high and inside when he should be swinging at pitches that hang or down the middle. Stations are still fighting, but the fight right now may be lost. That's high for a full count. Like I said before, they're trying, but the fight may be lost. If the fight may be lost, they can't get some runs on the board because they need a lot of help right now. A lot of help. 3-2. And that will go in the center for a base hit. Jason's going to hold. Beanie will hold at second. First, we got Beanie at second, LaPierre at first. So we got Beanie in scoring position, and next up is Sean McCarthy, who went 1 for 4. Sean struck out looking, walked, singled, and flied out to left.
He didn't strike out. Aaron, you gotta get your facts right, bud.
I'm kidding with you. I know he didn't. I'm messing with you. Sean reached on an error, and he reached on a double. First pitch to him. Swing, and that's going out to the left field line. Heads up over there, and onto the softball field. I got that one right. 0-1. In the dirt, 1-1. Beanie's gonna go! And it's down second and third with no outs.
Here's the hitter now. Let's go, Sean.
Sean McCarthy has a chance to put Middleborough back in the to put the Stations back in it. Count stays at 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Ball high, 2-1. High and outside. Two-1. Swing, and that's foul to the cage for 2-2. Again, the Stations swinging at pitches that they shouldn't be at swinging. They shouldn't be swinging. Two-2 pitch to McCarthy. Here it is. And that's a fly ball getting in the left field line. Going towards the softball field again, foul, out of play. Sean chasing another bad pitch. And I apologize, folks, for the Barry being dead and me being at the wall. Next week against the Rockland Bulldogs will be a different story as Sean calls time. Beanie on third. LaPierre on second. 2-2 to McCarthy. And that's a ground ball foul on the right field line. Out of play. McCarthy's staying alive. This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. Go, Sean. You can find it. Come on, Sean. The 2-2 again to Sean. And that is a ground ball to short. And he dropped it. And he is safe. It's now 9-5 Vikings. LaPierre advances to third. Sean beats the throw at first. And again, Pat Snow, that's his third error of the ball game. The 5th error of the afternoon for the EB Vikings. And with no outs still, it's down first and third. And this up is now Noah Yanks, who went 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and a ground ball to third and a fly out the center. As Sean's gonna go, no one covers.
What are you doing?
As Sean advances when nobody is out still. We got no outs. We got LaPierre on third and McCarthy on second. Sagens with one hit could make it 9-7. It's down 9-5 Vikings. Nope. Vikings 9, Sagens 5 in the bottom of the 7th. And that is a chopper foul.
Come on, Noah. Come on, Noah.
1-1. 1-1. We got 1-1. Like I said before, the Sachems are showing Sachem pride, and I never say that attitude to not quit, never give up. But let me tell you, folks, they're gonna need more than just an error on this one to win it, and that is foul all the way behind the booth again. The count goes to 1-2. As we hit the 7 o'clock hour, folks. So the game's going for a good 3 hours. Sachems trying to slowly trim away the lead. Outside, 2-2.
Come on, bud. Hit a ball.
Sachems are looking for a miracle. Looking for a miracle tonight to possibly make this one of the greatest comebacks in Sachem baseball history. The 2-2 to Noah Yanks. And that's a ground ball foul. Foul ball by inches. That looked like a 2-run double, if that was fair. That was so close. Two again, the Yanks. And that is a fly ball going towards center field. 3 guys are in trying to play and find it. And that is out number 1. As we got LaPierre still on third, McCarthy on second, we got 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. Next up is Matt Doyle. Matt Doyle hit a bum in the right. That gave the Sachems the lead with an RBI double back in the 5th. But again, the Vikings offense pummeling the Sachem hitters. Pummeling the Sachem pitchers. I'm sorry. First pitch to Doyle, and that's outside, ball 1. And it's getting colder here too. Temperature is now about 45 degrees. Winds coming out of the south at about 11 to 13 miles an hour. The 1-0 to Doyle, and that's strike down the middle. 1-1. To Doyle. Dan has a ball in the dirt. And Coach Bax tells Harrison to stay. It's now 2-1 to Matt Doyle. All it takes is a good hit, and the Sachems are going to close in. Sachems are trying to trim away the lead slowly. And the ball outside. 3-1. All the Sachem players are now off the bench, rising, hoping for a miracle. Let me tell you something, folks. What a comeback this will be if they can make this happen. It's down 3-1 to Matt Doyle. 3-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss. Fastball, he chased it outside. Full count. The 3-2 pitch to Matt Doyle. High ball 4. LaPierre on third. McCarthy on second. We got Doyle on first. We got bases loaded with only 1 out. And here is Brandon Hogan, who is 1 for 4, struck out twice, walked, and grounded out to third. As we have a pitching change, folks, and as we have a pitching change, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the MET, Middleborough Stations Baseball Television Network. Welcome back, folks, to Middleborough, Massachusetts for MIAA action in Game 11 on the season for the Sachems. as they are trying to knock off EB, who came out strong. Led 2-0. Satrons came back right out with 2 runs of their own. Kept the lead. Matt Joe with an RBI double back in the 5th to make it 3-2. Gave up another run by Dan Buchanan, made it 3-3. Then a 5-run outburst by EB in the 6th, and another one in the 7th to make it 9-4. Satrons have now cut it to 9-5 with Harrison LaPierre on 3rd, Sean McCarthy on 2nd, and Matt Doyle on 1st. And Brandon Hogan's coming up, who struck out twice and grounded out and flied out. As we now have a pitching change, number 18 for EB for the Vikings. The Sachems are in need of help, but they have a chance to possibly pull off one of the greatest comebacks in Sachem baseball history. Everyone's standing over there behind the Sachem bench. Everyone's standing. Everyone is hoping for a miracle right now. The players are getting antsy. The players are getting impulsive and nervous. And why shouldn't they be? They have the chance of possibly forcing extra innings that they can try to do something with this here. But Hogan has to be careful, because all it takes is a ground ball.
Good job.
Because all it takes is a ground ball, and that could be the damnation of the game. All it takes is a double play, and EB will love a double play right now to try to clinch this one and end it.
What's going on here? How much longer you got there?
As Brandon Hogan now sits in, but Brandon's struggling. He's already 1 for 4 in the game. First pitch to him, and that's a ball in the dirt. 1-0. Sachems are trying. They're trying. 1-0 to Hogan. Outside, 2-0. EB is getting nervous right now. And you can hear the yelling over there by the Sachem players. A lot of people have left due to the cold weather. Temperature dropped by 5 degrees earlier. As that is a ground ball, and this is not good. Turns 1 and cannot turn 2. But 1 run scored. It's now 9-6 Vikings. McCarthy advances to 3rd. Hogan beats the throw to 1st. McCarthy on 3rd, Hogan on 1st. As now we go to the bottom of the line, we got Nick Ramos. Nick struck out looking and swinging and grounded out to 3rd and flied out to center. With 2 outs, can the Sachems pull it off? Can they get one last miracle out of this one? First pitch to Nick, and no. Turned back on him, but no one checked on him. As Hogan beats it back. First pitch coming to Ramos. Ball in the dirt. 1-0. If they can get bases loaded here, we may have something here, but it's now 9-6 Sachems, thanks to a fielder's choice. But still, trying to get back in it. Strike down the middle, 1-1. All EB needs is a pop fly, ground out, or a strikeout, and that's it. 1-1 to Ramos. Swing, and that's fouled back, and now the Sachems are now down to their final strike. Their Sachems are now down to their last strike. Do they have one last? Is there enough magic enough to keep the game alive? 1-2 to Ramos. Outside, 2-2. And EB started to celebrate, but they had to go back. You can hear the cursing up from the wall. Ramos is looking. 2-2 pitch. And that's chopper foul again. Ramos stays alive, but again, bad pitches he's swinging at. Sages are down their last strike. McCarthy on 3rd. Hogan on 1st. McCarthy, Ramos is down to the last strike. It's 9-6 Vikings over the Sachems. And ball in the dirt for a full count. Hogan will steal, so it comes down to this. McCarthy on 3rd, Hogan on 2nd, and a 3-2 count to Nick Ramos. Sachems down 9-6. Can Ramos stay alive? Strike 3 call! And the Sachems have lost this game with a high call up high. Coles Lawrence is not happy, but it's not going to matter anyway. The Sachems' run comes up short. The play will not be reviewed as the EB Vikings barely escape with this one as the Sachems lose to the EB Vikings 9-6 here on this Thursday afternoon. The Sachems now is down by only a half game lead against the EB Vikings as the Sachems trying to create some momentum heading into next week. So folks, I'll be back next Thursday against the Rockland Bulldogs as your final score. The final score. The East Bridgewater Vikings 9, the Middleborough Sachems 6. So for Adam Pelletier, Sean Cizione, Karen Mann, Joey Driscoll, and our entire terrific MET crew, this is Eric Dunn saying good night from Middleborough. This has been the home of the 3-time MIAA Baseball State Champion Middleborough Sachems. This has been a presentation of MET Productions on the MET Middleborough Sachems Baseball Television Network.